What's up, YouTube? I'm back for another video of my Red Sea Reefer 250. I'm gonna be showing you guys briefly everything that I have going on this tank. It's still a work in progress, but I'm happy with this build, and it's looking great. So yeah, let's get started. Starting from the very top, I have a Kessel 360 WE. I only have one, and I know that the coverage for this is not enough. I believe this light can only do 24 or 28 inch, and this tank is definitely bigger. So I'm gonna need to get another light for this tank. I'm probably gonna run an AP700 from Kessel. I'm new to the hobby, and I'm not really sure what's the difference between the different lightings. Some people are using highlights or those fluorescent, but for now I'm comfortable with the Kessel. And the corals, they're doing fine. So yeah, that's the display, and I want to show you guys how I've done my rocks, starting from the left. My rock aquascape, that's what it is. So for the water pump, starting from the left, I have an ice cap jar, 3000. And on the right side, I have just a regular pump. I believe this is from Hydro Coralia. This came from an older tank that I used to have. It's a 24 gallon. So I'm still gonna need to get another one of this. It's an ice cap 3K jar. And one thing that I love about this is the price. For $150, it does so much. You can even have a timer on this pump to kind of preset a different mode. Let's say for example at nighttime, if you don't want the water to be blowing out too hard because your livestock is sleeping, something of that sort or nature, then you can put a timer for that. I still need to program that, but yeah, that's the display tank, and that's my aquascape. In the middle here, as you can see, I kind of left the rock sticking out of the water to make a little bit of an island. I think it's pretty cool. And going to the bottom, there's a little hole in there where the fish can kind of swim in and out. So yeah, let me get to the bottom, to the sump. Here you go, guys. So I bought an automated LED light, motion sensor LED light from Amazon when it was on sale. I believe I got this for $15, and it's doing pretty well because I don't have to flip the switch unlike my 105 gallon tank. So let me get started with the bottom part of this Red Sea Reefer 250. That's the controller from the ice cap jar, 3K. And for my protein skimmer, I have a Bubble Magus Curve 5, and I have them running on opposite schedule between my protein skimmer and my algae reactor. This thing runs for 12 hours, and as you can see, this thing got burned down because I got this used, but I kind of just patched it with a metal PVC liquid. But I think I have to start running this for 12 hours, because at the top here, as you can see, I've started getting some bubble algae. First, it was just those 2-3 bubble algae. I don't know if you could see them, but then it started growing into the top, and there's like a cluster in there, probably like about 8 of them. And this little rock right here on the top is, as you can tell, that rock is kind of like a canyon similar to the Great Canyon in Arizona. That's the idea that I had in my head when I was putting this rock. It's pretty cool. I love it. So going back to the bottom, I'm waiting for the Reef Octopus Essence if they come up with like a bigger version, because right now they only have that 130. But they mentioned that they were gonna be coming up with a bigger version of the Reef Octopus Essence. It's pretty cool protein skimmer. It's unbelievable. I wish you could see the other video that I've created. It skimmed 65% within less than 8 hours. So this is my algae reactor. Hopefully this thing is gonna work. This is pretty new setup. I think I got this like 3 weeks ago. And those Chaetomorpha, they're still pretty young. So hoping that they'll kind of grow bigger. So on this socks right here, I have some media in there that I bought, and I just kind of put it on the socks because this tank is pretty small. And on this socks right here, that sock right there, I put in some arm. It's from Carib Sea. It's called arm, but that media is meant to be for a calcium reactor. And I got a calcium reactor. I just haven't had a chance to set it up, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it. Let me take out this bucket right here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it because like I mentioned in my first video, I'm new to reef keeping hobby. So the next major step in this reef keeping hobby is to figure out how to dose my trace element. I bought a calquasser from Bulk Reef Supply, and I still gotta learn that and get another test kit, to check all my parameters before I start dosing the calquasser super package. It's a combination of calquasser, sodium, and there's calcium in there, and then another bag. I don't remember what that other bag is. Okay, so going back on this bottom compartment of a Red Sea Reefer 250, I'm just gonna turn this on all the way. There you go. For my return pump, I have a Reef Octopus Varius S6. This thing's pretty strong. Over there, I have it at the lowest setting right now. And one great thing about this return pump is it has a flow sensor. The flow sensor will stop pumping water to the main display tank if the float switch valve is triggered. And let me show this to you guys. That's the float sensor for the Reef Octopus Varios X S6. And then in here I have that Tunes osmolator for my auto top off, and I kind of have that set up on this water reservoir here, which is going through this 7-gallon bucket that I got from Walmart. I got this for $14, which is a pretty good deal, like considering how much is the 10-gallon auto top off. They cost like from anywhere from $100 to $160. So I highly suggest this container from Walmart. There's this little exhaust, I guess, for air to be able to go out. If you have that spigot in there, it's meant for drinking water. So going in here, this kind of like a cabinet that I created, and over there I have the controller for the Skims algae reactor, and I've used an APC smart switch rack PDU, and then right now, as you can tell, it's drawing that much amps, 3 amps. I still gotta learn my conversion with electricity and amps and watts and VCs and ACs and all that jazz. But I'm in IT and I have this in my garage. This switched PDU switchback PDU. I highly recommend it for everyone because you're able to program um, a a setting, a schedule for each specific ports, um, and what I have programmed so far is this algae reactor that's running for 12 hours, starting at 10 p.m. and then in the morning at 10 a.m. During daytime, I had this protein skimmer running. But like I said, I guess I'm gonna be running the protein skimmer 24/7 until I'm able to get a reef octopus, because that thing's like crazy. I think it's in the category or the level of where Nios protein skimmer is, just for how much it's skimming. So that's definitely going to be a huge upgrade for this tank right here. Um, Going back here, I have my Kessel Spectral controller over there. And I guess I have another port in there where I could plug another Kessel H A360WE just to make sure that my coverage is good for all my corals. And in here I created another cabinet in there that I got from Home Depot. I don't know if you guys could see that. Yeah, this bracket right here is pretty cool because it's covered. The main bracket where the screws is inside this cover right here. And then once I decide to get the other ice cap jar, it's gonna be on that left side right there. And this main cabinet right here is gonna be the dosing unit compartment. If I decide to go that route, right now I'm thinking that the Kalkwasser Super Starter package that I got from Bulk Creep Supply should be enough, because as you can see, there is no space on a small tank like this. Even on my 105-gallon tank, there's not enough space to put in. Man, a dosing unit. I don't know how it's not gonna work. Seriously, like, I think I'm gonna be doing the same where I just put in the Kalkwasser into this gallon right here, and then let the auto top off, put it on this small reservoir right here. I don't remember how big this thing is, and then dump it on the sump. The sump's controlled by that ball valve right there. That's where it's dumping water. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is my Red Sea Reefer 250. I'm gonna be doing more videos, I guess, on how I progress with this reef tank. Like I mentioned on my first video, I'm new to the hobby, so I'm not gonna go in depth on everything that's going on in here because I'm not a pro or an expert like everybody else on the hobby, like CJ and Felfree, Dance Reef. Those guys are good, and that's how I pretty much learned on how to set up this tank. Just watching all those videos and talking to folks at Bulk Reef Supply, and then just running searches on Google and YouTube. So I'll see you guys on the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great one. Bye.